Okay, waiting for the first Gemini to come in the room. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes, or like a minute. And if there are no Geminis, I'm just gonna keep going. This is a reading for the collective of Gemini for March 2020. 2020. Man. It's crazy how old we're getting. I'm just kidding, sort of. Or how young we're getting. I don't know. I'm just trying to positive spin on America's obsession with youth and beauty. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and start this reading for y'all Geminis. Okay. The card that represents you, your situation, is the Hangman in reverse. And this card represents, normally when it's upright, it's like stagnation or needing to see things at a different perspective, different angle. But when it is reversed, I kind of take it as maybe like making a series of bad decisions. Your life might not be exactly where you want it because of some bad decisions that you continuously make, like a pattern, which we all know what that's like. So continuing the same mistake over and over. So that's what that card's kind of telling me, that you might have gotten yourself caught up in a pattern of negativity or making some bad decisions, kind of like, you know, continuing, like going from one bad relationship to the next bad relationship, or one bad situation to the next. It's like the situation just continues to repeat itself because you have to learn from it in order for it to, you know, stop, all that good stuff. So that's kind of the energy I'm getting right now that's kind of around you. And for your challenge card, I'm getting the 7, oh wow, the 7 of Cups, the 7 of Cauldrons, which that is, I mean, it's exactly kind of going with your general energy, which this is like you have a lot of choices around you and you don't really know which one to take. And it's like they all look good, but you have to be careful with this card. This card represents that like not everything is as it seems. So there might be some things masquerading as good options that really aren't, or some things that are really good options that might not look as shiny and fun or whatever. So this is a card of your challenge is making a decision. You've got a lot of options. You got a lot of things that you can choose from, and narrowing it down to one, because Geminis are known for being a little scattered. So this is saying that's a challenge now, is to decide on one choice and making a decision. Don't scatter your energy, focus on one thing and make it, I mean it sounds kind of like obvious. It's like, make a good decision. I mean, if you're aware of the negative patterns that you're in, obviously try to evaluate what's going on and make a better decision if you're aware, obviously. If you're not, you're probably just gonna pick another, I don't know, that's a weird thing to say. Okay, anyways. So your card, your past card leading up to your current energy is the Shadow. But in the regular tarot deck, this is the Devil. So this is just a card of, a lot of times it represents like addiction. I know a lot of Geminis like stimulants. They like Adderall or cocaine or meth, or a lot of times they smoke cigarettes or they vape. Because Geminis like to think. So they like anything that focuses their ability to think. I mean, obviously I'm not saying all Geminis, but it happens. It's kind of a common issue with Geminis. Anyways, so this could be an addiction card. An addiction doesn't have to be like, you know, drugs and alcohol. Addiction can be anything that takes your attention off of like self-awareness and actually like delving into the real problems and the real things of your life. Anything that can distract you from that really is an addiction. It could be anything. It could be an addiction to exercise or whatever. So this is like addiction, anything that you need to let go of that is like kind of holding you back. So this is your past card leading up to this energy. Okay. And you have above and below, so conscious and subconscious. And your conscious card is, you got 3. You know what? I don't even need any Geminis in here. I don't need y'all. I'm just kidding. Sort of. I'm sort of kidding. I'm sad that there's one in here. But I pulled 3 cards because Ellen Dugan, the Witch's Tarot, this is not the Witch's Tarot, this is the Celtic Tarot. But she actually makes, she uses the court cards as significators. So I kind of do that too. So you got the King of Wands, which is a very phallic card. Hey. And then the Page of Cauldrons, or the Page of Cups. So I pulled that as a signifier for that, a significator for that. And then so I had to pull another one. So what these 3 cards are telling me, this is a very phallic card. That's all I'm going to say. What these 3 cards are telling me is you have the King of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the 3 of Shields or coins. What these cards are saying is the Page of Cups, to me, says you have new ideas. I mean, you're Geminis, of course you have new ideas. But, like, you have a new idea that you really want to run with. You've got a lot of energy. You're like, oh, I love this idea. I want to go for it. And the King of Wands is saying, okay, you've got the energy. You've got the enthusiasm to take this idea and carry it through and go long term and be focused on it. Again, y'all know you tend to get scattered. I'm a Gemini moon at 29 degrees in the 12th house. So Gemini rolls my chart. So I'm allowed to say. But yeah, try to like hone your energy in, focus on one idea and run with it, because it's saying the idea is there, the energy, the enthusiasm, the work ethic is there. And then the 3 of Shields, this is like the Apprentice card. This is saying, you know, you're ready to work, you're ready to do it. And if you put it out there and you focus on one thing, you're going to start building up and people are going to start recognizing you for what you're doing. So pick one thing, focus on it, make a plan, run with it, and you're going to get recognized. It's going to be successful. And you're, that was like above, and this is below, kind of mirroring your energy. So conscious, subconscious. This is the 4 of Wands. I knew that. I don't know. I had to look at it. Plus, I can even see it. Whatever. I'm a Gemini moon. Anyways, the 4 of Wands. This is card of, a lot of times people call this the marriage card. But this is just a card of stability. It's like the beginning, laying the foundation of something long term. Like you're building something. Like there's a 4 of Wands, and it kind of represents kind of like what are those things called when people get married under pergolas? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. But it's like, it's the beginning of, it's got 4. So it's like the foundation is being built. It's being laid. It's not, there still has work to, it's got work to go. It's got a ways to go. But you are building and laying the foundation for something that is going to be long term. So kind of like, you know, a marriage. Like it's the beginning of something long term, something stable, something that's going to last. So, I mean, obviously that's saying your idea, your creative venture. And then for your future outcome, or your near future card, you have the 7 of Pentacles. Just make sure. The 7 of Pentacles. And you also have, you know, you got the 7 of Cauldrons as your challenge card. So 7 is prominent number with you guys right now. And that is number of change. Sometimes it's a little bit struggle, but it's like you guys, you have the energy to do this. This is saying, okay, you need to take a step back, and you need to look about like where you're investing your energy, your time and your energy. So, and because it's like harvesting, like, You're planting your seeds, you're sowing your seeds, and then you're going to harvest. So this is saying, okay, where are you putting your time and your energy? Where are you spending your energy? And are you getting the benefits? Are you reaping all that you're putting in? So are you putting your energy somewhere where you're not getting a very good return on it? Or are you investing your energy wisely and getting a good return? If you're investing your energy in something and you're not getting what you deserve, what you're putting in, this is a good time to reevaluate what you're doing and where you're spending your time and where you're investing your time and energy. So, and then this is kind of like your self-image card. It is the 6 of Swords. I don't know why. It's like I can see the freaking card. I know these cards. Okay, so the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is saying that this is kind of your self-image card. This is saying that you've got to leave something behind in order to bring in the new energy of what you want for the future. So this card says it's bittersweet. It's like kind of, there's a somber energy to this card, but it's saying, you got to leave some things behind. You got to let some things go in order to make room for the new energy. And it's always bittersweet when you have to do that. But it's something that needs to be done, and y'all know it. So again, don't make another bad choice and repeat a pattern, a cycle of negative behavior. You guys, know what to do. And you guys are strong enough to do it. So you might have to leave something behind that is hard, but you guys can do it. And that's what needs to be done in order to bring in this new energy. And then again, like reiterating what all this is saying, you have rebirth as your environment card, which in the regular tarot deck is judgment. So this card is saying it's time to have like a rebirth, a judgment, like evaluate your life. And are you where you want to be? Are you who you wanted to be? Like really take stock of that. Like think back to when you were little. It's like, are you living up to your potential? Are you the person you wanted to be really? Are you living the life that you wanted to be? Are you living the life that you can, that you're capable of? And if you're not, it's time to get a move on, because it's never too late to start that life. And you guys are in an energetic window where you can do that. So, and then you have the Ace of Swords, which is finding out the truth of a situation, a new idea, this is all about, swords are all about thinking and mind and intellect. I mean, sometimes they can represent, the truth of the matter. So you're going to find out the truth of something. Something is going to come to the surface. A new idea is going to be born. You're ready to do this. You're ready to get out there, put your ideas out. This is the beginning. It's going to be a divinely inspired idea. And you're going to want to get to the truth of the matter. And you're going to find out. And then again, this is all accumulating into, like, you have the Empress, which this is like the card of birth. I mean, it can be an actual physical birth. So if like someone's trying to get pregnant, maybe so. But really, more than likely, this is just going to be like the birth of an idea, the birth of a business, the birth of a creative venture, something you've been gestating on for a while. It's about to be born. You're going to push it out into the world for everyone to see. It's a great card. It's a card of abundance and nurturing and mothering and just getting a new idea, something. You're going to birth something into the world, into the environment, and it's time. You guys are ready and you can do it. It's actually a fabulous card. And the base of your reading is the Knight of, oh my God, so many cards. The Knight of Cauldrons. So this is saying action. This is like action. You're ready for something new, a new love, new relationship, new business. Like you've got the You're ready to do it. You are ready to do it right away. And then you have the Queen of Shields, which is another significator. And this is like a water and earth card. So this is saying like you're emotionally ready for this. You have the emotional ability to handle this, and you're going to have the financial stability to do this. But you have to trust in the universe, even if you don't see it right now. You are. And then oh my God, the King of Swords. The King of Swords means this is a fire air card. So this means like you've got the creativity and you've got the intellect. You have the knowledge, and you're strong and you're stable and you can do this. And then the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius's card, but Sagittarius and Gemini are on the same axis. So totally, Sagittarius is long-term thinking, philosophical. Gemini is more like short-term, like research. I mean, they're both very like intellectual signs. And Temperance is all about balance. She's got one foot, or it's actually, Temperance card, the angel is actually androgynous. It's masculine and feminine. It's a hermaphroditic angel, just like most angels in the Bible were. Anyways, so this is the duality, you know, kind of like the centaur, kind of like Gemini, the twins, you know, it's all about duality, the masculine and the feminine. And she's got one foot on the ground and one foot in the water, which symbolizes she's grounded, or it's grounded. He, she, both, you know, masculine and feminine, grounded, but also has a foot in the ethereal, in the spiritual realm. So very logical and grounded, but also has a lot, leans a lot on their intuition and their spirituality. So all in all, Gemini, I think that is a super great reading. It means that you guys are ready, and your clarity card is the Three of Wands, which means long-term planning. Like, it's ready. It's time to take action. The Three of Wands. Like, stop hesitating. It's now. It's now. You guys don't repeat the cycle of negative actions, negative patterns. Like, it's time to stop. You guys know what to do. Make the decision you need to make. Get that idea and run with it. It's time. Leave behind any negative habits, negative thinking you have, and run with the positive things. Run with what you've wanted to do. Run with what you've been thinking about and gestating on. You guys have the energy. You are ready. You are smart enough. You've done the research. They say there's no more need to sharpen your pencils. Even the dull ones will make a mark. That's kind of energy you guys are on right now. I'm going to do one more card for you guys. I'm going to do a archetype card for Kim Kranz. I'm shuffling them. They're very strange, very hard to shuffle. But this is going to be like your last card, your archetypal card, the archetypal energy that you need to strive for. These cards are crazy. I cannot believe I cannot have one Gemini in this whole freaking room. Y'all suck. You don't really, but I do love Gemini because Gemini pretty much rules my chart. I'm a Gemini moon. Alright. Lead me to the perfect card for Gemini. Jeez Louise, this does not want to. If I get like one person like right before, I'll be like, what? No, whatever, I'll be excited. I'll be like, no. I don't know what that even means, what I just did there. It's fine. Anyways, I'm going to post this on my new YouTube channel. So they're going to be like watching and like, what are you talking about? I originally did this video in a live group on Facebook and no one came in the room. What a bunch of butts. No, that's Gemini's. I mean, in this group. All right. I think this is it. No, because I got two. All right. I need the perfect card for my Geminis. I got a jumper. Oh, I got two jumpers. I'm going to have to do them both. I got the vessel and the offering. The vessel and the offering. So we're going to read them both. Gemini, you got two, because you're twins. So, it's fitting. LX, mother. LX, IX. Alright. It's hard for me to read Roman numerals. L, X. Okay, so the vessel. The vessel may be the most powerful archetype form on Earth. It is everywhere. Cup holds liquid. Store holds fire. Our bodies hold organs. Our homes hold families. Through the simple act of separation, the vessel protects what it contains. Nests protect the eggs. Savings accounts protects our earnings. Even the planets are contained within the circular orbit. When this card appears, it's time to assess what is being held together and how. Is the vessel too tight, too loose, broken, empty, full, or perhaps there is no vessel at all, and the contents spill in every direction? It is natural for structures to be formed and eventually fall apart. The vessel has a life cycle that must be honored. Is it time for you to build, break, or repair? You must find out. When this is strong, it's stable, strong, and graceful. When it's weak, it is trapped, being in a bubble. So that is one of your archetypes. And the next one that you should strive towards is the offering. And that is LXID. Trying to learn my Roman numerals. Okay, the offering. Unlike many of the other cards in the deck, the offering carries a clear as day message and a call to action. You may have guessed. It is time for something to be given and given up for the sake of the bigger picture. If nothing comes to mind immediately, though it's likely it will, take time in meditation, consider what must be offered and who is to receive it. It's likely you'll feel attachment and hesitancy. You'll make excuses, but recognize the link between the word sacrifice and the word sacred. One leads to the other. When we offer up something to the greater good, we lighten our load and become more able to serve. Imagine for a moment if you were to offer your whole self unconditionally to the world. For now, start small. When this is good, it's generosity, donation, volunteering. When it's dark, it's giving with expectations, keeping track. So I think that totally goes with the reading, and you guys take it how you will, take it how your intuition tells you, and I hope that helped. And that is for Gemini for the month of March, or whenever you see this is exactly the right time.